Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are joining me for the first time today. My name is Lucy, and today I created this plum sort of toned graphic liner halo eye look. I have no idea how I'm going to have called the title of this video, but you know, we just sort of sat down, created something, and yeah, so if you want to see how I created this look, then please do keep watching. So my brows are already done. I obviously just used the same products like I always do, which is the Morphe brow pencil in the shade Biscotti, and I just carved underneath them using concealer, and now I'm ready for my eyeshadow. So for my eyeshadow today, I've got two new palettes from NYX Cosmetics, which are really beautiful. These are the NYX Cosmetics Ultimate Edit Petite Shadow Palettes. They're really cute. They've literally got 6 shades in each, but this one here is obviously a bright coloured one, and this one here is more of a warmer coloured one, but I'm going to try and mix between both of these today just because they're really cute, and obviously if they work well, then these are probably such a good steal for you guys who are looking to get more affordable bright eyeshadows. Now, would it even be one of my videos if I didn't have a clue what eyeshadow look I was doing today? So as always, I'm just going to literally pick up a brush and start to make something on my eyes. I don't even know. I'm probably going to go for something a bit more like pastel coloured. I don't honestly know, so let's just start anyway. So this one here is the Phoenix palette. They don't have shade names, but I'm going to start by picking up this dark plum sort of purple shade and just taking it up through my crease in a rounded shape. Just remembered, I actually asked last night over on my Instagram stories for you guys to send in some questions or some topics you want me to talk about, or basically just anything that I can talk about in this video, and I've actually received quite a lot of questions overnight, so I'm just going to start by picking out some questions to answer. So the first question says, do you watch any TV shows? If so, what's your top 3 shows, old and new? Yeah, I actually do watch a lot of TV shows. I'm definitely more of a TV show person over like films. Well, I say that, but it kind of depends on what it is. So I'd definitely say that one of my favourite TV shows ever, like of all time, is Full House. It's something that I remember watching on the TV when we went to America on a family holiday once, and I was just obsessed with it. So when I came home, and a few years later I eventually got Netflix, and I found that it was on Netflix, and I literally rewatched the entire series maybe 3 times over. I'd also say that my other favourite TV show is Stranger Things, because it's just incredible, and anyone who hasn't watched Stranger Things on Netflix needs to watch Stranger Things. It's really not sort of my sort of genre. I'm not usually into like sci-fi and stuff like that, but I just absolutely love Stranger Things, and I'm so excited that season 3 is coming out soon. I'd also have to say that in my top 3 would be Jane the Virgin. It's also another one where I just didn't think I was gonna like it. I remember watching the first episode and I was really like bit rubbish, but the more I watched it, the more I got into it, and now I just absolutely love it. Next up, I'm taking the Brights palette again from NYX Cosmetics, and I'm dipping into this pink shade right here. Someone else has asked me, who was the first beauty guru you watched? I don't really remember actually watching that many beauty gurus, definitely not in the sense of like trying to learn makeup. I remember watching them just to, you know, because I enjoyed their videos, but never because I wanted to particularly learn makeup. But I definitely remember watching Nikki Tutorials. She has been someone I've watched from the absolute beginning, and also Jeffree Star. James Charles didn't come until a little bit later down the line, but I do now enjoy watching his videos as well. Actually, remembering it now, I think I used to watch people like Shani Grimond as well, and also XxxX. Yeah, I feel like they're kind of the top ones I used to watch. I don't actually watch Shannon and Shani as much anymore, but I definitely do remember being obsessed with their makeup videos when I was a little bit younger. Now I'm going in with this peachy shade in the same Brights palette, which is the second one from the left, and I'm taking that above the pink. I'm now just taking my micellar water on a cotton bud like I always do, and start to cut out a halo eye shape in the middle of my eye. Now I've got my Plouise base in the shade 0 with my Zoeva 144 concealer brush, and I'm going to start cutting that into a halo eye. So loads of people actually asked me how to achieve like a halo eye shape. So the best thing that I have found for my eye shape anyway is to look straight on in my mirror, to dot a little line just above where my natural like eyeball pupil is, and then basically just using the shape of the brush. So I definitely find that using a bigger surfaced brush is so much easier for a halo eye and just any cut crease really, because you can just use the shape of the brush to just stamp the product into place rather than having to do like a really precise line and drag it around and stuff like that. So I definitely think that one of these bigger sort of brushes helps. Again, for anyone wondering, this is the Zoeva 144 soft concealer brush. Okay, so there's my basic kind of halo eye shape. My eyes are two completely different shapes, so when I do a halo eye or anything like that, they never look the same, which is very frustrating, but you've just got to work with it anyway. So now what I'm going to do is take that same purple shade I began with and just start to pack that on my inner and outer corners. Completely forgot I was supposed to be answering some questions. Let's see what other questions we've got. What got you into makeup is coming up quite a lot actually. I've got a few people asking me basically, how did I start makeup? When did you start makeup? Etc, etc. And I feel like this is something I've covered so many times on my channel, and when I do these Q&As and stuff like that, there's not really a specific thing or person that got me into makeup. I just suddenly had this like desire to keep practicing makeup all the time. I kept asking my mum if she had any spare makeup palettes or literally just anything I could work with, and she kept giving me all these old palettes and stuff like that, and then I just sort of sat down and just started playing with it. Like, I don't really remember why or how or when. Actually, when, probably around 3 or 4 years ago, I want to say. Yeah, I just really started wanting to practice and getting good at makeup, and that's literally it. It's not because anyone particularly inspired me to do so. I feel like naturally, because I used to watch people doing makeup on YouTube, it kind of naturally just rubbed off on me and it made me kind of learn, but it's not like I ever set out to watch these videos with the intention to learn. I just sort of did. So now again, from the Phoenix palette, I'm taking this shade here, which is basically the same sort of corally shade as I used earlier from the other palette, but it's just a shimmery version of that. So I'm gonna go in and go next to the purple with that. So right down the middle of that bit I've left clear, I'm going to go ahead and take a pigment. So this is the Lemon Meringue pigment, again from Lynns Looks. I keep using these pigments all the time at the moment. So I've just done my wing liner. I feel like I'm about to ruin this look, but I really want to try doing a bit of a graphic liner like I did in my neon look. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, no, don't do it. But what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen, actually, I can answer that question, is that I'll hate it, I'll take it off and I'll restart. But you can't live your life in fear. So I'm just gonna do it. Does that look cool? I don't know. Probably not, but I've done it now. Okay, so now we are done with the eyes. Well, for now anyway, before we do the lower lash line. I'm gonna go ahead and start on my face. So I'm taking the Bella Pierre Cosmetics HD Makeup Primer. Then I'm taking a mixture of the Maybelline Superstay Foundation. This is in the shade 03 True Ivory, and the Bourjoirs Healthy Mix Vanilla. And then I'm taking the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Concealer in the shade Fair. So I remember seeing someone ask me earlier on my questions thing on Instagram what my most favourite look that I've created was, or the one that I'm most proud of. And there's actually quite a few. I don't really know like which one I could pinpoint as my favourite, but I really like the one that I titled Majesty on Instagram. If I can figure out how, I will pop it on the screen here. I really like that look, and clearly you guys do too, because I think it's actually one of my most liked looks on my Instagram. I also really like the one that I did with the Beauty Bay EYN palette, the one that I filmed on my channel. I really like that one as well. I just love how colourful it is and how much sort of vibrancy and life there is to it. I'm just using a little bit of the Milk Makeup matte bronzer and gonna bronze up my cheeks with that. I'm not sure why, but this has gone really dry. It's like really struggling to get any product off of it at all, which is a bit frustrating. Actually, it's a little bit nerve-wracking because I don't know how well it's going to blend out. So that did a grand total of nothing. Taking my Huda Beauty Sugar Cookie translucent powder underneath my eyes and along my forehead to set my lines in place. Now I'm taking my Morphe Icon bronzer to warm up my cheeks, seeing as that milk makeup thing clearly didn't do very much. And for my highlighter, I'm taking the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek Pearlized highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. So I'm just bringing you back in to finish up under the eyes. So I'm starting with the Anastasia Darkside Waterproof Gel Liner, and I'm just going on my waterline with that. Then I'm taking that purple shade which we began with underneath the black. And finally I'm taking a mixture of the pink and the orange shades from the Brights palette underneath there. Okay, so to finish up with lips, I'm going to do quite a dark sort of pinky lip to match the eyes. Again, could go for nude, but why the hell not go for something a bit darker? So I'm just starting by taking a plum sort of dark deep lip liner and lining my lips with that. And now I'm going to try taking the Sleek Lip Shot Gloss Impact in the shade Dressed to Kill. And here is my finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me create this weird sort of halo eye graphic liner look. I don't really know, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. I know that every time I try and do one of these Q&A style videos, I always forget to answer questions and I just carry on doing my makeup, and I know that that's what happened again today, but you know, it just happens sometimes. I just forget what I'm doing. If you did enjoy this video and watching me create this look, then please make sure to leave a thumbs up, a comment below, and also subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me in the future. You're more than welcome obviously to follow me over on my Instagram as well, which is at Lsgmakeup. As always, I'd love to see you over on there. And for now I'm going to leave this video here, so thank you so much again for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!